it's not a good idea to smile on the streets. It means danger, for real, guys, danger. There are some medicines that we cannot use here. There are a lot of scammers, a lot of cheaters, and you should be extremely careful here. Most of the people in Russia don't speak English. Hi everyone, and greetings from the most sanctioned country on the earth. My name is Natasha. Greetings from the south of Russia. Greetings from Krasnodar. Today in this video I'm in this public space. It's really nice and cozy. Today it's like 30 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty warm today. And in this video I would like to discuss an interesting topic, and I hope you will enjoy this. So I watched a few videos of foreign bloggers who decided to move to Russia, and they often discuss the reasons and advantages and disadvantages of living here. I figured out that there are a few things that most of foreign bloggers don't mention, and in this video I decided to tell you things that we have in Russia that many people keep quiet about. So I hope you will enjoy this video. Let's go. I'm near the entrance to the further boulevard. You must see this, the process of establishing this place. There are a lot of different trees, plants. There are not a lot of people, and I really like it. There are usually couples, friends, people with dogs and kids. They relax here and enjoy the nature. There is a pretty noisy road nearby, but anyway, it's still cozy and nice. My dears, I mentioned these fetuses. I guess it's probably apricots. Write in the comments, what do you think? What is this? I think apricots. Okay, I found a very quiet place. I am sitting on this bench. And I would like to mention the first thing that seems to me very important. It's connected with the comments that I often see in my videos and messages that I receive on my email. And some foreigners who want to move to Russia write like, I would like to live in a small Siberian village and enjoy the nature, enjoy life in Russia. And also many people would like to live in a small town in some other regions of Russia, not only Siberia. But for me, at least how I see this process, it's quite difficult to live in such places for a foreigner, because many just don't understand that most of the people in Russia don't speak English. It's not like other countries of Eastern Europe. Like I know in Baltic countries like Estonia, Lithuania, many people speak English fluently. Also in Poland, many people, probably even the majority of people, speaks English very good. In other words, many people who live in different foreign countries speak the English language on a very decent level, and it's obvious. As for the Russian language and as for Russia, we here mostly speak Russian, and it's pretty difficult to find a person who speaks English fluently or some other languages. That's why a person who doesn't speak Russian, I think he shouldn't move to a small village, to a town. Yes, there are nice prices there, but it's just almost impossible to live in such places without knowing the language. That's why I think if a person wants to travel to Russia for the first time or to move to Russia, he or she should choose Moscow or St. Petersburg. In these big cities, it's easier to live without knowing the Russian language. After that, after half a year or a year, when you improve your Russian, you probably can move to another regions. But at the beginning better to try to live in Moscow or St. Petersburg. Probably even St. Petersburg is a bit better because there are more people who speak English than in other regions. When we don't talk about Moscow, of course, but the prices there are lower than in Moscow. I really like these Boschs. I have no idea what is it, but they look very, very nice. This is not like a real park. It's more like a street with different benches, trees. People usually just walk here. Very interesting tree, like a twin tree, and it even has a face. Let me see this. Eyes, nose, and a mouth. The second nuance is connected with culture shock and our mentality that really shocks foreigners sometimes. And maybe you have already heard about the stereotype that Russians never smile, like we are very grumpy and we are very strange and weird sometimes. And I would like to explain this kind of mentality that we have here and why we don't smile, why we are not so cheerful sometimes. So here, when a person smiles to you without any reason on the streets or in a supermarket, it means danger, for real guys, danger. And another person, a Russian person, I mean, supposes like you want something from him, and that's why they just get feared, they are scared, and that's why it's not a good idea to smile on the streets. And yes, I know it's probably pretty difficult to get used to this, but it is here. Of course, if a person becomes your friend and you are in some nice and friendly circumstances, you may smile, you may laugh a lot. But in other cases, if you talk to strangers, probably it's not a good idea here, because many people just will think that it's kind of a danger for them. Electric scooters, guys, are very popular here, but I don't like them as a pedestrian and as a driver both, because many people are just crazy. For instance, this one, just he's riding a bicycle and beep to me. I don't like this. I'm not going on the road to hear these beeps. Write in the comments what do you think about me. Maybe I'm not right, but I don't respect such attitude to pedestrians from both drivers and bicycle riders. The third thing that seems very significant to mention for me is that there are a lot of scammers, a lot of cheaters, and you should be extremely careful here if you rent something, if you buy something. I show and tell you the real prices of housing, of gasoline, groceries in Russia, and sometimes I receive comments and also receive messages on my Telegram and my email like, Natasha, I saw on some website an apartment for $30,000. It's a 4-bedroom apartment in the city center. Is it true? So I would like to buy it. So no, guys, no, there are scammers and they do their job very nice, obviously. So by the way, don't forget to join my Telegram channel and join my TikTok. Also, if you would like to travel to Russia or to move to Russia, write on my email. I can give you very important advice, and also I can help with some things, and I could help you to fix something if you would like to go here and not to be scammed, because sometimes it's pretty dangerous if you don't know our laws, our language. So to have a native speaker, to have a local here is quite important. My dears, do you remember I have showed you this? Now I doubt it's apricot. I think it's something else. My dears, I found an apricot tree. There are real apricots. It's a really big tree. Also, don't forget, guys, that we have completely another laws in Russia than in many foreign countries. That's why before traveling to Russia or moving to Russia, need to check again and again and again which things you can take with you to Russia and which things you cannot. For instance, there are some forbidden medicines. Also, this one is forbidden in Russia, and many people think, so if I have a prescription, I can take it with me. But actually, no, guys, there are some medicines that we cannot use here. And yeah, in some cases, you just will be fined, but in some cases, a person can be imprisoned, so for real, can be captured. And it's really dangerous. That's why need to check laws and probably use some special immigration services. You may see a small restaurant in front of me. The name of this restaurant is Shashlichok. Shashlik means barbecue meat in Russia. You may tell me, what's a shitty place, Natasha? Why do you show us this? But to be honest, guys, I like such places, very simple, with very nice atmosphere. I would like to visit this place. It reminds me of my childhood when me and my mom traveled to the south of Russia, to the Black Sea coast, and we always visited such places. Yes, there are not fancy, not luxuries, but there are so familiar, and I love it, guys. I'm in another square right now, a small square. It's not so well maintained as the previous street that I showed you a bit earlier, but it's quieter, and the road that is nearby is not so noisy as in the previous one. People just are relaxing after their hard working day. Probably today it's Friday. A bench. I hate this graffiti. There are usually guys who paint these places, but this street is not the main, or it's not close to main streets. I found a very interesting place, two benches in front of each other. I decided to have a rest here, so my legs are a bit tired. You may see this luxury house in front of me, another house, and there are just apartment complexes. Also, some asked me about ghettos in Russia. You may see just a typical street of Krasnodar. In front of me, a house, a single house. There are big new buildings, old Soviet buildings and new buildings, so very different buildings. So just a regular street here, and there is the same level of safety everywhere. So we don't have something like a ghetto in Russia. Some just call some not very nice district, but we usually don't have a Ghetto. By the way, a Lada Niva. I know my viewers really like this car. Also, I would like to comment our flower shops because some foreign bloggers pay attention to them. Also, we have flower shops that work 24 hours. Why do we need it? Guys, actually, Russian men very often present Russian women flowers, not only on our birthdays. If a man did something wrong, did some bad things, he come to his lady with nice flowers. That's why we need these flowers shops. I don't know, probably you don't have such a practice in foreign countries, but here it's normal when a man presents flowers. By the way, nice flowers also. Pink. They're beautiful. And my favorite, small palms. How much does parking cost in Russia? You may see here 40 rubles for 1 hour. And first 15 minutes are for free. You may pay just here. I very rarely use this paid parking. I usually try to find free spaces to park my car for free. I noticed a stolova here. This is a Russian canteen in a Soviet style, I suppose. Probably, guys, I would visit it someday, but unfortunately my other food video, the newest one, got not a lot of views, so probably you are just not interested in this content. I don't know. One more Lada Niva, my dears, without the number for some reason. My dears, as usual, thank you for watching my video to the end. If you have enough time, please like this video and leave a comment. It motivates me a lot to make new videos for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe my Telegram channel and my YouTube. I am very active on these platforms. Have a nice day, have a nice July, and God bless you.